Hello, welcome to my channel. Now, got those B&M gun bots out of the way, so now we can get back to reviewing the normal stuff that I do, which is plastic crack from Korea. Yes, I've got my latest KTRT bots to review for you today. Before we do that, let's backtrack a little bit and go back to review number 93, which I did on November the 16th, 2016, where I reviewed this chap. This is a Tobot Athlon Season 2 Rocky Mini, or Tobot Athlon Mini Rocky. So I got hold of this guy, did a review on him, and he's a brilliant little figure. But he's not the toy that I actually really wanted. I wanted to get hold of the big one, but actually a bit of a story there. Back when the toys for Tobot Athlon Season 2 were first announced, I saw the designs of the new characters that was coming out, and Rocky, this yellow excavator dude who was in a big beefy bot, I saw the designs for him and I thought, oh, I've got to get me one of those. It instantly, boom, popped up on my radar. Must want one of those really badly. Anyway, so I had to wait a little while before the toys became available on eBay. And as so happens, when a new toy line is released in Korea and people start buying them and popping them up on eBay in Korea, they tend to, when they're brand new toys and they first come out, they tend to up the price a little bit. So the Tobot Athlon Season 2 figures, when they first came out on eBay in Korea, they were like about 55, 60 quid, which is a bit more than I prefer to pay for my KTRTs, because I usually like to pay around about sort of 45. Anyway, so because of this, I didn't buy one right away. And because I dithered in buying one, two other English-speaking YouTubers got hold of these toys and reviewed them before I did. Now, those reviewers are Power Rangers and Transformers reviews in America, and Felsbug, who lives in Taiwan. They got hold of the Tobot Athlon Season 2 figures, did reviews on them. And when I saw that, because I'm subscribed to both these guys, when I saw that other people had got the jump on me, so to speak, because I like to be the first person in the West to review these Korean figures. That's part of the reason why I do it, because one, they're kind of Korean exclusives and nobody else seems to be interested in doing reviews on them or buying them. So I've kind of got this little stage to myself. But that said, these guys, Felsbug and Power Rangers and Transformers reviews, did reviews on the figures. And when I saw these reviews, my interest in this figure went from like that to that. It went, woo! It just, I lost interest in it completely. And it's like, oh, I'm not interested in it now. It dropped straight off my radar, and I just couldn't be bothered in buying it. And because of that, I haven't picked up the Season 2 figures from Tobot Athlon. I just sort of ignored them and moved on to other things. So yeah, I could have reviewed this guy like 2 years ago, but as it happens, I'm only bringing him to you now. So here is here is the big Tobot Athlon Season 2 Rocky. And of course, here he is next to the mini one. So obviously I've got him in excavator mode. And like I said, when I first saw this guy, I saw they was doing an excavator, transforming excavator. It pushed all my buttons and I just had to get one. But because somebody else reviewed it before me, it then dropped off my radar. And it's unfortunate. It's something that happened. But now that I've got the majority of the Korean transforming robot toys that I want out, I've got all the ones that I want. What's left is all those transforming, Korean transforming KTRT bots that I've kind of would like to get rather than what I actually want, and ones I sort of overlooked in the past for a variety of reasons. So now I'm sort of going along, picking up all the ones that I didn't get from previous times, and the Tobot Athlon Season 2 bots are some of those. So yeah, I've got Rocky. He's a big yellow excavator, as you can see. He's got a digging arm that is ratcheted. It pegs into the top, and it's got quite a powerful ratchet, so you can sort of, when you're ratcheting it, it can rip the arm out. And then you've got the bucket that folds in and out, and then you've got a couple of clicks on the arm. So it's got articulation on the digging arm. Now the cab of the digger does not rotate, but that's because because of the way it transforms. Apart from that, it hasn't really got anything else. It's got some rolly wheels on the bottom, and the other gimmick it's got, and this is Tobot Athlon. You get these things. Let's see. Come on, Macro, do your stuff. Anyway, you get these little toy car things. These are the mined cars, and basically, as I've said before in other Tobot Athlon reviews, inside this bubble is a glowing ball, which is the brain of the Tobot. And normally it sits inside this car, and this car is autonomous, and it can drive around by itself. And usually when the human character is sitting in the front room or the office or wherever it is, these little things are sort of on the table next to them, and they can talk. They can talk, these little cars, because it's basically the brain of the bot, and it can talk. But now they sort of follow the character around, and when they're required, does the old transformation sequence, and then you have this little flap on the back here, and there's a little button in there, and when you press it down, this little drawer pops out. So you get your mind core, pop it inside, and that's now the brain inserted into the robot. So now that we're at its transformation, yeah, so let's go for the transformation. You can pull the digger arm off. You don't need that just yet. You put that off to one side. And this guy's got a really simple transformation. You get this digger blade, this bulldozer blade at the front, and fold it round. Now these arms do peg in very firmly, so it's easier to take the legs and just fold them out like that, and then fold down the foot, and then you pull the arms out, and then you've got the actual robot arms. You just get this yellow tab at the back and click it out, and there we go. There is Rocky in his robot mode, and very simple transformation. They have a thing on the box. Let's have a quick look at the box. There's the box. We've got a picture on the side, picture on the back, and it's got this transformation level, and he's a level 1, so he's obviously very easy to transform. So that's the box. It comes with a set of instructions, and all Tobot Athlon, the big figures, they come with a set of decals. Now I haven't bothered to put the decals on this guy. I did it with Tobot Athlon Beta, the first Tobot Athlon figure I got, but I haven't really bothered with the others. But comes with stickers, and you can get the digging arm, and it's got this red peg thing and support on his shoulder, and you can just stick it on there and you can have it off his shoulder. And you can actually fold it sort of down his back if you want, or you can have it off his shoulder, but I'll just take it off for the sake of this review. Yeah, so now transformation wise, it's basically the same as this guy, pretty much. So yeah, so there's like the mini guy, and obviously you can clip his digging arm over the shoulder as well. So there they are next to each other. So it's the molds are virtually identical, apart from a few little bits, a few little differences, which I will go into now. Obviously, you've got the little sliding, the little pop-up drawer, which this guy hasn't got. Also, going into articulation. Now this guy has got a rotating head, which is unusual because most of the other Tobot Athlon figures I've got, the heads don't move, they're static. So that's good. That's some decent. Shoulders go around like that. They don't go out very far, they only sort of go out one click. He does have bicep swivels though, and they're built into the strap. And then obviously he's got an elbow, so he can, you know, he's got fists open, he's got an elbow that goes to over 90 degrees, and he's got a bicep swivel on a ratchet. Moving down to the hips, nothing at the waist, no thigh swivels. Does have ratchet hips that go all the way out to the side, and they go forwards and back. And then he's got knees which don't quite go to 90 degrees. That one does. So yeah. So he's very, very chunky. He's got lots of ratchets. There's not much more you can say about him. He's big, he's beefy, relatively heavy, quite stocky. He's got quite short legs, really big muscly arms, and so yeah, he's a very hench looking dude, and pretty cool. Size comparison. As you can see there, he's next to Leader Megs. He's just a little bit shorter than a Leader class figure, but for a Tobot Athlon figure or Carbot, pretty standard size. Now, couple of things I want to say. It's a decent enough toy. It's got basically the same articulation as this, apart from the mini one hasn't got the bicep swivel. The one gripe I have, and I've said this about before, when you look on the box, you can see he's got the digger arm on the end of his hand, and in the show, obviously, Tobot Athlon is about robot dodgeball. That's what these guys play, and in the show, he can actually use the digger arm, the digger bucket, on the end of his hand, like that. But it doesn't detach, it doesn't come off, it's securely pinned to the digger arm. Now you can stick it on his shoulder, and you can have his arm out. And there's a bit of a clearance issue. There we go. Yeah, when you've got the arm like that, it doesn't give you much clearance there. You have to sort of bring it forwards a bit, and then you can kind of have the digging bucket on the end of his arm like that, but it's not right. I reckon that it would have been better if they'd have had a thing whereby you could detach the bucket and sort of attach it to his fist. He had a clip so that it would slot into his fist. That would have been great. But as it happens, you can't do it. And again, that's typical of these Tobot or Carbot boxes. They have CGI artwork of the character from the show on the box in some heroic, action-packed pose, and then when you actually get the toy, you find that it can't actually do it because it hasn't got the joints or the facilities to do it. But it's a toy. What more can you say about it? It's a toy. He's a decent figure. I'm glad that I've got him. I only paid about 35 quid for this guy because obviously he's come down in price because he's been on sale for a couple of years. He's decent. He is very similar to the mini in terms of aesthetic and articulation, apart from a few little things. So yeah, he's a decent enough bot, and the first big figure that I've got from Tobot Athlon Season 2. But I would have got around to reviewing him a bit sooner had other people not got there before me. But yeah, so he's alright. I've got him now. So he's another KTRT for the collection. Next review will also be a KTRT review. So I've got another figure, which it's a repaint of a mold that I've already got. That might give you a clue what it is. So yeah, that's me, TFR Wilderness, signing out. There is a little Easter egg in this video of a figure that I've got for my end of month bot haul. All I will say is Sikorsky, what is it, CH53 Sea Stallion, if that rings any bells for you. Anyway, so yeah, I've been TFR Wilderness. I will catch you all next time. See you then. Bye.